Hello friends, and welcome to join me today and keep me company while I create this journal cover I have in mind. I have collected some inspiring things and I want to create a vintage style cover that looks gentle, yes, but also kind of wistful, somehow inviting and, well, soft but with an edge. I don't know anything more about it yet, but I have collected these and let's see what happens. This is a swan feather I really would like to use here. Then there are some scraps of lace, and this is a bit of tulle that our cat Mr. Hemingway has really loved already, and I thought it would be wonderful in here. There is a flower that might be, this is a prima flower that might be just perfect, because I would have liked to use a pressed rose flower, but I thought it would inevitably get ruined and the petals would fall off, so I decided against it. Tiny bit of lace, some vintage things I might find useful, and then I have a bit of printed frames and another frame here, and then I have all kinds of bits and pieces. These I picked because, I found a stack of them, maybe a couple of hundred from flea market, but also because the cover will be something, or exactly this size, because I'm going to use this cardboard piece, and I was planning to create some layers upon layers with using papers, and I thought these might be helpful in here, but we need to start from somewhere, so we will start from somewhere and let's see where we end up going to. I'll put these here. So what I have here is this cardboard piece, and I am going to add it on my journal in one way or another, because this is the first time I'm actually doing just a cover like this, and then I'm going to find a journal it fits into. So we will see. I love this tissue paper, so I might start with this. But for it I'll need soft matte gel. I love the aside for a moment. I love the tissue paper as the first background layer because it really is soft looking, more softer than if I used only gesso, and also because I can crumble it a bit, so it will not be perfectly even, as you can see, which means I have from the start an imperfect project, and I never need to worry about it being perfect. I think that's rather handy when you create something, don't you think? Because we tend to demand so much perfection these days, especially from ourselves. At least I think so. You know what I mean. Social media and everything being so perfect and sparkling. There is no room for errors and mistakes and imperfections and pure human mistakes. Okay, I got started already. Sorry. But where's my heating gun? Sorry. I seem to have lost my heating gun. Sorry, just a moment. You can never guess what's happened. My husband has left my heating tool for his project with his car. I just realized, but luckily, sorry, I have a brand new one because it's the old one is really smelly and smoky when I use it, so let's luckily I have another one. I'm using this creating this background only this far because I want the edges to be neat, so that's why I folded them, and now I'm adding just a tiny layer of soft matte gel in here to protect the tissue paper. I'm sealing it with it. So it was soft matte gel, my favorite. Okay, and then white heavy gesso on top. I have a bad habit of leaving my gesso jar open for the whole day when I am crafting or journaling, maybe more likely. And I always forget to close the lid while I'm doing something else or planning or cutting or something, and it really would be much wiser to not let it dry so easily. Okay, another layer, because I want it to be just a background. For my project. Okay, but now I'm closing it. White heavy gesso, because what I am going to do now is to I'll take a baby wipe here just in case. Sorry. My papers are fainting right before me. Okay, so Snow White impasto paint, peach black, and dark chocolate, or the shades I'm going to use. And now I thought it would be wise or ideal to paint the edges of this background cover, so that when I use those scraps and laces and so on, they won't absorb anything. That's why. Already painting at this point. Okay. And a smaller brush. I am so going to mess this paper if I don't move them. Here's my sprayer. Okay. This is what I had in mind with the paint, although I would be really clever if I paint the sides now, because these are much easier to blend now than later. A little bit more structure. Okay, that's it. Now I'll put those paints away for a moment, so I'm not going to soak my fabrics and so on in them. Now I have this piece of vintage curtain. I thought might be perfect. Actually, first I played something like this with this fabrics, and then what I was going to do with this, maybe something like this as the starting point, but then I realized it's not mixed media if I do that, so I threw that idea from the window for now and thought that actually this might do, because I do have the whole curtain of this. This might actually be rather lovely if I cut it as really rough. You can't maybe use a term rough with it, but you know. Background for the whole thing. So let's see. as you can see, I'm really prompt with my measuring before cutting. Just maybe a bit smaller still. Not much. This way. I always test which way is the way I prefer. Actually, I made my own wedding dress 20 years ago, much over 20 years ago, from curtain and fabric from some kind of a sale, and I remember thinking aloud, and there was this saleswoman there who heard I said that I love the background, I will use it, and she was horrified. No, you cannot use it wrong way up, but I did. Okay, so here's what I think I start with. I might not end up using this, but I would like to, because it's it gives different kind of soft roughness than all the papers, because you can't do this with the papers. And if I would have thought ahead of it, I would have done this beforehand, but then I always like to think that the whole process from the point of when I have collected all the materials, from that on, it's all part of the steps that end up with if I skip showing you this, you don't see how bit by bit it comes alive. So if I have this one here, I could use this. Let's see. What I would absolutely love to use is this envelope. It's from the 40s. It's frontline letter. I would love to use it, but it's just so incredibly same size just as this. And if I put it this way, it's not so if this one is here, and okay, this paper is from Lexicon, from the beginning of the, I think this is from 1940 14 or something. Just when I thought I had this finished, I do this. Pour you, sorry. I want this one. It's meaningful. Okay, and now I think this is going to be smaller and smaller by the minute. Let's see. Because I want there to be lots of layers. What I said about the size. If I'm going to add a clear gesso to the papers I'm actually going to use and seal them with gesso, but first I really want to know which papers I'm going to use, so hence this part. I'm not sure if this is working. This one doesn't work because it's so big. Actually, it's the wrong color. That's why it won't work. And then here. To save this side and use this. Ooh, this is really rather nice. I think I'm going to use it that side up. Didn't see that coming. Let's see. At this point, as you can see, this is really not that I hope it's not that boring for you to follow, because if I put Mr. Hemingway approved fabric. Let's see. No, it needs something soft. I hope I'm not getting you a headache with my fast testing of these papers and layers. Today is the first day of, maybe I can say first day of the spring here in Finland, because today it's almost 10 Celsius degrees, and thus far it's been really cold and windy. Okay, it's windy, but it's less than earlier, and sun has appeared while, and I think I can see inkling of green on the trees already, so maybe soon. I really miss summer. Not the heat. I hate when it's over 20 degrees, but I miss the flowers and birdsong. Okay, so this, then this one here. I think I can safely say really soon that I do have a lot of layers in here. Don't you think? This one's not working. How about this? I love this. This is my favorite paper of all the time. All times, this is 700 Studio paper. I don't remember the name of this actual paper, but I think it's from the Skyscrapers or series or something. Yes, this is perfect. Unless I do something like this. Okay, put these away because I think I'm not going to use. I love this, but no, not for this one. What I need to do is clear all the fabric excess off, and this is something I want to test. If I put it in here, does it make something good? It does. I cut it a bit lazily, and there is so much white in there. I don't want it to be that much visible. Oop. So what I'm going to do now is to forget absolutely and most certainly everything I just did, but I want to use clear gesso now for the papers, because I might use impasto paint for the edges, and it means I need to kind of seal these first. This one. Just in case I want another one of these. I'm not going to use that one, nor these papers, so I throw them aside. And just so for this little one too, because I want to make it look a bit more like me, not like a product. Okay, and now this one. This might be just a process that a part of the process or a step that's not necessary, but because I have a tendency to change my mind a lot, and I always forget what I have done, or if I have done, I find it safe to protect everything at this point, and then I know I have done it, and later on when I add paint there is not that oops effect that sometimes is really a wonderfully surprising thing, and usually not so much. But I think what is it really benefits from going through all deities with a little bit of paint, not much, just enough for them to look like they are loved by time. And if I hadn't used I have my sewing machine right there, and I painted it Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Oh dear, completely forgot. Okay, and these. Because I have used clear gesso and the surface is kind of sealed, I can more easily have something to say how to paint is going to go with these. Okay, this one I think, because I want it to be folded this way, I am going to paint from this side too, even though I haven't used gesso here, but because it's not going to be visible, I can leave all the sides like this. Maybe this one too, because I think it's a more well, how should I say it? The more it has kind of scars, brokenness, ugliness, the prettier it is in my eyes when there's something in there. Now I need to make room for this one. Okay. I need to dry these because I want to control how these paints are going or not going into the fabrics and laces, and also because there are some synthetic laces and I'm not certain about the vintage curtain fabric. I think it might have some synthetic fabrics with it, so it's not going to be friendly with the keeping them. Okay, and this one. Almost forgot. Now it's not perfect, then perfect for me. Okay, let's put this aside again, just in case. And now okay, just do it. I mean, the starting of something is always how can I describe the feeling? I think you know what I mean. I think when you have the whole world ahead of you with a project, all the options ever imaginable available, and you have to decide which ones are the ones you are going to use. And that's something I think that's something I always think. I am, well, also I do adore using vintage stuff because of that. I'm just in love with the ribbon edge of this, but I need sort it. Well, the thing about using all the vintage trash is to be able to be a bit of careless with them. To think that, okay, it doesn't cost anything. It's ugly, but it didn't ruin my budget in any way. But when they are piece by piece, if they really come along nicely, I think it's a benefit of using vintage papers means that there is a meaning, a beautiful meaning of another chassis and so on. I could have used soft matte gel for painting for gluing these, but because I'm not completely and 100% certain I am going to like what I am doing, hence playing it safe and using just glue and not gluing everything from the edges upwards, I mean, with everything. This is not at all what it was when I was planning it, but it's okay. It's going to be something like this now. Now I'm just testing if I put this in here. Yes, not behind that one. And testing if I think this is one layer, it's too many. So maybe this one. And then I want to see if this is too much, because sometimes less is more, sometimes more is absolutely 120% better. But this is a bit unfair, but I I ask, what do you think? Because I'm not sure. It needs this. It really needs this one, but I'm not sure if it needs this. Or if I take this one off and put this in there, and then this one, and then this one. There was that larger one. No. This just is not meant to be. Unlike this. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. Okay. And now with this, I think I am going to use heavy body gel, because I haven't been that precise with my gluing, and heavy body gel. And I want this to be a permanent feature of this piece. So here it goes. I'm not happy with it, but it's my bad. I will be after I have used 4.5 hours and end up doing just like I did first time. And then here, let's put something in here. This is from a pillowcase that was kind of safely said end of its pillow journey. At the end of its pillow journey, and I decided it was time to get another life for it. Okay, and let's see what we... Oh, this one. Sorry. As you can see, I really meant what I said about changing my mind thingy. That one. Now it's nice. And let's put her in there. And I really love this layers upon layers thing, but it needs something to come off from there. It's not that visible, so let's make it visible. Okay, now I'm gluing it in there so it's a bit more uneven. Then I want a piece of this one in there. As you can see, a lot of planning ahead going in here. What is something I am comfortable with? Somehow me and the ladies speaks the same language, and I know how they want to go. On the other hand, for me also, I adore metallic embellishments and trinkets and mechanicals and stuff, but for me they are not lace, they are not soft, and it means for me they need a lot more testing and listening how they want to go in where. Okay, now we have reached the point of no return. It's almost straight even. I'm trying to figure out how to kind of fill it, because now this has some enough room for adding deep things like this brooch, which I can attach with heavy body gel, or this one. I think this one might go really nicely in there because it somehow falls in place easily. But how about this one? Where is this? This won't do because I won't be able to get it just the way I want. How about this? Or this has something similar. It kind of has feather or a wing in there. But no, still no. Nope. And now it's between the oops this now. Now this is too large. So I could be this could really be this symbol somehow. It seems this would be otherwise really lovely, but oh, it goes like this. This is too much. It's between these now. I need something metallic in here in the form of vintage jewelry piece, but how is another question. Okay, do I have? I do not have any more of this. This is my only swan. This is so beautiful. Tiny little brooch with lot of missing pieces, but somehow it speaks to me in volumes, and I want it in here somewhere. It deserves it, but how is another question. Meanwhile, I am using my special superpower called Heavy Body Gel, and I'll use it rather heavy-handedly because these I want to be right where I put them. This is a tricky bit because it's not even this base because of it's a vintage earring, so it really has to have a lot of stuff in there. But how I am going to add this is another thing entirely. Because it needs something rough. It really needs something strong in here. And if I put this, I'll do it. My first instinct would be to put a text in it, some chipboard text or something, but just a moment. You know, something like maybe this. This might work. Nope. This would be perfect unless it's not this wins everything. Look for the magic. Let's see. If I put it in here, would it work? No. Sorry. It would, but I want the earring go in there. So it's either way. Now I have to clean this one from all the stuff. Time is ticking, but maybe we can just say that sometimes it takes time to create. Oh, it's working. I'm not happy because there is this feeling I'm after, and I'm not getting it right. not gluing it at the moment in there. I'll just put it right there to see if it helps. It does. But still, there is something in there. And I know I really should use maybe I'm trying to find my tiny little teas. Yes, this is what it needed. This is exactly what it needed. Something rough in there, but I'm going to use only 1/2. And put it in there. Or in here. Yes, now. And then it's finished. And then it's it has a text in there too. Inspire. Sometimes it's so simple things that make all the difference. Now it's there. And I can take this one off because now it's not needed. And I adjust this a bit, just because this is so heavy in there. This needs to go a bit so that this it has a symmetry in there and not looking like, oh, let's add another one. Okay, ready? And only now I noticed that I have left sorry for the color of this video. It's just a bit muted because the settings are from last night when I used electric light and it was so yellow I needed to now I realized it. Sorry, but here it is. I might find something to go in there. I would love there to be a key or a keyhole or something. It needs something in here. It might be just a bit of a darker lace if I find, or even something like this going in here. It's actually, yes, I'll put it right there so you can see it, what I mean. It needs contrast there because of this. You can't see it, but I can. And here it was, really a memento from the past days. and something gentle and fragile looking, but yet with a power in it, because they are all broken pieces and they are all ripped and all worn out and all not perfect, and they make perfection together. I love it. So thank you so much for keeping me company and watching me create this, and I wish you the most wonderful spring and summertime ahead. Thank you so much, and bye bye.